Hi, my name is Jim Pedersen. I'm a lifelong hunter and wildlife biologist who first got interested in the outdoor as a kid, tagging along with my grandpa when he went hunting and fishing. For years, my family ate moose and deer with little thought for whether or not the meat contained lead bullet fragments. We assumed that if we cut out the bloodshot sections, we had also removed the bullet and all lead fragments. But now we know this isn't always true. Recent scientific data has been published that documents how lead rifle bullets fragment into hundreds of small pieces when they strike an animal, specifically white-tailed deer and mule deer. Based on that, myself and some other avid hunter biologists decided to compare lead bullets and the newer non-lead designs. We decided to compare premium bonded core lead bullets, conventional lead bullets, and newer non-lead designs comprised of copper and copper alloys in terms of penetration and fragmentation by firing them into ballistic gelatin and also into a modified rain collection barrel.
Shazam.
Looks good.
This allowed us to collect the fragments that resulted upon impact. We used bonded core lead bullets because they have been specifically developed by bullet manufacturers to reduce the degree to which fragmentation occurs as compared to less expensive soft point bullets. All tests involved 30-06 bullets that were fired from a Remington Model 700 at 50 yards. The two bonded core bullets used were the 165 grain Nosler AccuBond and the 180 grain Federal Fusion. The non-lead alternatives were the 180 grain Barnes Triple Shock, an all copper design, and the new 180 grain Nosler E-Tip, which is a copper alloy. The ballistic gelatin was purchased from Cabela's and is called Permagel. After firing the bullets into ballistic gelatin, we took the gel blocks and had them x-rayed to see how well the bullets held together after striking the gelatin. We also weighed each bullet to see what percentage of weight was retained. Finally, we measured the distance each bullet traveled into the gel blocks to document the penetration. It should be noted that this type of ballistic gelatin is used by the bullet manufacturers to simulate, in a standardized fashion, the tissues that a bullet would pass through after striking a large mammal. To recover the discharged bullets and the resulting fragments, we also fired the same bullet types into 4 one-gallon water jugs that had been placed into a modified rain collection barrel that had been thoroughly cleaned out. This then allowed us to weigh each bullet afterwards and gather the fragments up after each firing. This allowed for more complete retrieval than trying to pull the fragments out of the gelatin blocks, shown here for comparison between the 4 bullet types. You can see the AccuBond shed a substantial number of lead fragments compared to the E-tip. And while the Fusion fragmented less than the AccuBond, it nonetheless lost a lot of fragments along the bullet channel, while the Triple Shock showed a similar wound channel, but without any fragmenting occurring. Here you can see the weight retention compared between the 5 bullet types after being fired into the water jugs. The copper bullets on the right of the graph retained greater than 98% of their original mass, while the bonded core lead bullets only retained between 76 and 78%. The unbonded core-lokt lead bullet was even worse, with only 70% weight retention. Penetration results were much better for the non-lead bullets as compared to the lead designs. If you look closely at the following gel block, you will see the copper bullet strike the upper portion and pass through completely on the left after expanding and passing 40 inches through the ballistic gelatin out the other side. By comparison, the lead bullets penetrated between 19 and 29 inches.